And we are back to a much more positive and hopefully the last episode of the main story of Star Wars. I gotta censor that.
Damn it, Emily.
Jesus.
Don't bring him into this. He can't help you.
That's true. That's actually true. But anyway, intro was ruined, but you know what? That's okay.
It was not ruined. It was just...
It was ruined.
Look at me leaving without you, too.
Here I am.
Bye.
But, are we controlling these? Or are we just surveying the waves?
We're just looking.
Just looking.
You can just kind of...
This is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
Oh my god, I love that game. Movie.
I mean, they made some games. That's my favorite Pirates movie.
Pirates of the Caribbean was so fucking dope. That's another reason why I can't stand Disney. They immediately fired Johnny Depp after
we were going to be more positive this episode. That's another reason I can't stand Disney.
I mean, real. Though. It's real.
But every time.
Oh, yeah, just kind of like how anything that could even remotely rhyme with spaghetti, what do you say?
Mall spaghetti.
Yeah, okay.
No, I only do it with sweaty.
You've definitely done it with other shit.
I know, I mostly just do it when someone's like, my, you know, or if they're like, my hands feel weak, I'll be like, mom spaghetti.
Yeah.
So if it's weak, or if it's sweaty, it's mom spaghetti.
Or heavy.
Or heavy. So yeah, but you know, the three things. The three things he says.
Knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already.
Mom spaghetti.
He's nervous.
No, you just stop it at mom spaghetti. I still need to show you the version of that song where they just say mom spaghetti.
You want me to show me shit?
Do you not want to hear them just say mom spaghetti for like 3 minutes?
I could probably live without that, but I'm still going to probably watch
awesome.
it. I don't know where he's going. Oh.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms having mom spaghetti. And then he's like, but on the surface, he looks mom spaghetti.
Oh, that's actually funny as fuck.
Exactly.
Uh-oh. I went into the water. Uh-oh. Mama threw up.
I threw up. Just like there's the version of the song Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz, where they're like, I ain't happy, I'm in a bag, I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless. In a bag, the future is in a bag. It's in a bag.
Yep. That shit was gas.
And then there's one of Smash Mouth.
I fucking love Smash Mouth too.
Where they're making fun of All Star. But I can't remember what that one was.
They all stop coming and they don't stop coming. And
I think that is it.
Coming.
I think that is it.
Yeah.
They don't start coming, they don't start coming, they don't start coming, they don't stop coming, they don't stop coming.
Shit's gas too.
I like dumbass loops like that.
I think he said don't gloat.
What?
I think he said don't gloat earlier after I told you how good of news I had.
Oh, that you lost? Oh, I was proud of you for like drinking lots of water, and then you were like, I've lost 8 pounds, and I told you, shut the fuck up.
Not necessarily that, actually.
No, I didn't.
I know that's what you wanted to say. You said don't gloat, but now that I know.
It's really ableist of you right now that you're telling me you can lose weight, because like I struggle with that, and fuck you. And because I'm insecure, you're not allowed to be happy.
Okay, well.
Bitch, move. Okay, you do the grappling then. Get, yeah.
I can't get up there. It won't let me do this stuff. But it's telling me to grapple.
And then you gotta get there, and then you gotta get up there.
Okay, let me see. Can I aim?
Yep.
Hey! Okay, and now there's another one!
Another one.
Fuck!
Is there another one? Yeah.
I just dropped.
You silly goose.
Too silly. Grapple. Womp.
This is just a basic stormtrooper. Definitely.
Cool. Okay, I destroy it, I think.
Have you seen the comparison of the faces between Rey, Leia, and Padme with holding their guns out? Oh, and Luke.
Be careful, BB-8. Just
like,
keep heading upwards.
It's great.
Hey, but I need you to get your fucking ass up here.
I can't.
Yeah, you can grapple.
I can't grapple. I don't have a gun.
No, you
Alright.
can grapple up.
It's not
Look
good.
at
I
that.
have to climb with these swole ass arms. Look how buff she is. They made her jacked as fuck.
Well, yeah, she was gonna defeat,
Fucking Darth Swole.
I wish that was his fucking name. Hey, this is Dark Swole.
Ben Swallow.
Stop. Yeah, that one's you. Okay. I don't know what you're supposed to do with it, but it says you.
I think that was his nickname from the fans, was Ben Swallow.
That's actually funny.
Have you seen the memes with, like, all the Harry Potter characters being jacked as fuck?
No.
Harry Squatter in the Chamber of Gains.
I need to see this
Harry
now
Squatter. You are the chosen one.
for these games.
Hermione Granger. Ronald Weasley, or Weasley, like Way Parking.
You say way parking?
Whey protein.
I thought you said way parking. I'm like, is this what you mean?
Dumbledore.
Ooh, that one fucking hits.
Neville Strongbottom.
Man.
Yeah, it's great. It's like a whole bunch of AI pictures of them all.
You got that? Okay. I don't think I can get up there.
Do it again. I need you to do it again.
I can't.
Oh, they just come back out. Okay.
You better fucking hurry up.
I'm hurry-upping.
Look at that little somersault she did.
Yeah. Hurry-upping is something I say all the time, and you know why I say it?
Just hang
Why?
on, BB-8.
Because it's Super Diaper Baby, which was a comic book within a comic book written by Dave Pilkey of Captain Underpants fame. And basically, in the very intro of that comic, I still have it on a shelf. In the very introduction of that, on the way to the hospital, the baby's mom goes, "Hurry up," and the dad goes, "I'm hurry-upping," and I thought it was so funny, and I've said it ever since.
Okay.
So shout out to Captain Underpants fans. I have like the first 12 or something like that.
Just gonna push all this
Captain
shit.
America and Magic Treehouse were my shit when I was like 6.
Magic Treehouse was fucking gas.
I've always said when I have kids, I will get all of them, and I will read them all to my children.
Honestly, I
Ninjas
really-
at Night? Are you kidding me?
That I really want to just get them now. Why not? You know?
True. I think she's still making them.
Is she seriously? That'd be so fucking wild. I'd read all of them again.
Yeah. Dude, Beverly Clearly, she lived to be like 104. And it was funny because somebody wrote to her one time and was like, can you make I think it was like a Ninja Turtles crossover with Ramona and Beezus. And she was like, sure, when I'm 104. And then she got to like 104 and he was like, all right, time's up. But then she died like the same year.
Damn.
Yeah, Beverly Clearly passed away a couple years ago. I never finished those books because like when I was a kid, I was like, I have to read them in order because like they reference each other, and I can never figure out what order they were in because there's like Ramona and there's Beezus and there's Ramona and Beezus, but those are other books. I can't wait to go back and read childhood. But no, I fell. No.
Yeah. I can't even get up there. So right now I'm just kind of like, pushing shit off the ledge.
Let me build that. And where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
I'm just pushing shit off the ledge.
Where even are you?
I'm over here.
I don't know where you are.
Well, follow the fucking blue, whatever the hell it is.
There's a lot of blue, whatever the hell they are. Are you down there? I think you're down there. Whatever.
He said, fuck it, I don't even care.
Fuck it. We ball, as they say.
I'm where you went to climb up those things.
Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty high up.
I wish I can get up there with you, bud, but it don't let me.
You don't let me.
I'm being so dead ass, it won't let me.
That's probably why I'm up here, is to try to find a way for you to get up here. Nope, it's just to get to the next room. Okay. Actually, I probably had to build... That's probably a trampoline or something for you to jump up here, honestly.
You're such a... words I can't use on YouTube.
You're gonna call me a cock?
I was gonna call you a cunt.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna censor that.
Damn it!
You could have said a C word.
Oh, but you said a C word, so you'd have been like, what, exactly what I just said?
Oh my god. That's like the one word where it's like sometimes you can say it and sometimes you can't.
I wish I was in Australia sometimes because of that. They just say it.
They just say that word for everything.
Look at this game lying, saying that I was up there with you when really you just left me behind.
Look at that gaming chair though that he just saw. It was crazy. Ugh. That was my elbow for anyone who heard that. Ooh, yes.
Don't be afraid of who you are.
Oh, this goes so hard. Yes, with the double-sided. That should have been her. And it folded too? Why was her dark side lightsaber so much fucking cooler?
Because usually they are.
It folded.
Folded.
It went so much harder.
Is with me.
Now!
Come with me to Exegol. We will destroy Palpatine. Together.
No, I'm not going anywhere with you.
I'm gonna beat his ass too, just cause. Aw.
Your shitty lightsaber with your
I'm going to
broken
make
crystal.
you pay for destroying that wayfinder.
Come here, bitch.
It's like apparently there's a lightsaber in a show with the crystal and like part of the crystal is on the outside of the lightsaber. And it's like if you hit the button on that thing, it's gonna like just go everywhere. Like you're dead.
Don't worry, I'm beating his ass.
Wrong with the dark side. Like me. Why can't we just hang out?
Just taser his ass.
Galaxy from you.
Oh man. Where y'all going?
But yeah, no, her dark side lightsaber is so much harder.
Bitches, you falling?
No. I'm balling.
Oh man,
fell.
I don't know where I can go. Oh no.
You gotta go through that
There
little
must be
thing. You
another
gotta
way
go
out
through
of here.
Oh no, my glitched. I'm just over here falling.
I'm coming, BB-8. Don't worry.
I'm coming, BB-8. I'm in the abyss. Oh no. Oh no, we got to pause the episode because I fell. Look at me go. Come on.
Hang on, let's see what I can do.
Yeah, do something. Have it make a transition.
Fuck! Hang on, everything's falling apart.
I'm getting
running.
smaller.
I can't make that jump.
I can't make that jump. No fucking shit. I'm gonna look at the picture of them holding guns.
Did I threw up?
Okay, give me 1 second.
Damn, I died and even you're still falling.
Ridley. Ray, Leia, Luke.
Where does it even show where you are?
Gun.
That crate should help.
Oh man. You're just a dot on the screen.
I'm literally like not even rendered anymore. I'm trying to find this picture real quick. Here it is. Who is the best shooting face? I love Ray's. Ray and Luke. Luke is like, I guess I gotta kill you. Maybe I'll put that up on the screen.
This is unfortunate.
All right, pause the episode.
Case these fucking balls in your mouth, bitch.
Lightning! Did you not feel it?
All right, and we're back.
The dark side.
Damien fucked up.
Why can't
I didn't
we just
fuck up.
hang out?
You fucked up.
They saw. Like, I'm keeping that in.
You fucked up.
I was supposed to go over here.
I'm glitching now.
No, you're not.
Oh, now I'm not. I was for a second.
Are you alright back there?
You're fine.
We have to get after him.
I just love that I can't make that jump as I'm falling.
Well, hang on. Yeah,
Be
so
another way
like,
out of here.
Like, I think it was registering that she was still progressing. What is this limbo thing she's doing?
you got a limbo.
I can't make that jump.
This was the part.
All right, so here you go. This over here, it looks like is something for you.
That's for something.
Over here, it literally says you.
Oh, it does. Where are you?
Behind you.
Oh.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. That's how you sound. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Oh wow, you fucked it up even more.
No, I lowered these platforms.
It was a little too good to be true.
You better not start falling into the
I fall.
fucking. Okay. As long as you don't fall. I'm gonna go this way while you figure that out.
You go that
Get
way.
up there. Maybe we'll find something to help us across.
What did you just say to me?
But no, like the lightsaber she made in that scene.
Wait, no, look. Grab it.
Oh, I gotta go up here. That's the way to do it.
Grab it and don't move. Just, let's see what happens. What's the worst that happens? Just kidding.
Whatever you're doing
Yeah,
is working.
just stay there. Whatever you're doing, it's working.
Alright, jump. Okay, now wait. There's another thing right here. Did I just pull it out? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Now I can get over here.
Cool.
We did it. Well done, BB-8. Let's
You're
go
welcome.
find Kylo.
Thank
no.
you.
Let me out.
Hurry, I'll get you out.
Let me out!
Gotcha.
I'm fucking claustrophobic! Oh, this looks like something that I should use. Oh, why is my dad calling me? Get him a feature on the fucking channel. Hello? Hey! Okay. Uh-huh. Gotcha, okay. Well. Okay. Okay, that'll work. Okay. So,
Close.
I am right now recording with Damien. Is there any way I can call you back here after a bit when you...
Closer than you
Okay.
think.
Okay. Love you.
Vader and Palpatine fighting
I'm sorry, what?
in the Death Star is pretty cool, right?
Nerding out and
Oh, I mean, if you really want to belch on a microphone, I can ask Damien if you're cool. He said no. Okay. Alright, love you, bye.
That was a lie. I did not say no.
Fighting in the Death
Oh no, my
Star.
dad said no. That's what I was saying.
Oh.
Like, oh no, he said
So
no.
proud.
No, Palpatine is nothing to me.
That's your brand.
Palpatine's a scrotum.
Oh, there she go.
And all this fighting can end.
Ew, that screeching just pissed me off.
Now I'm mad.
Yeah!
Good shit up. Yeah, no, what they should have done
Look at him surfboarding.
when she finally does make her own lightsaber. Because, like, I knew her lightsaber was going to be yellow. I just had a feeling. Like, it made sense for her lightsaber to be yellow.
Look at me just committed. Never mind.
But they should have had her make it the way that she made it in that dream. Like, but yellow instead of red. Because it was such a dope lightsaber, it could fold.
It was pretty cool. I have to admit, it was pretty darn dope.
Like, every time they had a good idea, they just didn't execute it properly.
We need to get up there somehow.
Every time they have a good opportunity, they never execute it properly.
True.
Get shit on. Oh my god, are you good?
Yeah, I was yelling.
Jump across that.
I wish that I can grapple properly. But unfortunately, apparently, I do not know what I'm doing.
I missed the bars.
Ew.
Ew.
Glow.
Well, you don't like when your friends just reassemble in front of you? Shit! I didn't trust the jump. It's okay, I got it.
We both want Palpatine gone, Rey. Just take my hand.
Why are you trying to fight me, foe? What'd I do? Fuck you! I'll beat his ass my damn self, apparently.
We're a dyad in the Force. That's a pretty big deal if you didn't
This voice
realize.
actor does not sound like Adam Driver.
No, it
You don't want
doesn't.
to fight me, Rey. You're not this angsty.
You're not this angsty. What?
Nobody does.
Like,
Nobody-
hers
You
is
know
like
you
spot
can't go
on.
back to Leia now. Just like I can't.
Well, Leia's
Not
dead.
like you. I'm not.
Fuck you.
But, no, Rey's like spot on. But Adam Driver is like,
Just come with me
Like,
to Exegol so I can
Rey,
get
you
some
have to come
dry
with me.
robes on.
Things are bad. We have to kill Palpatine. Whereas this guy is like, come on, Rey, let's go.
You shouldn't have destroyed that
Beating the
wayfinder.
dog shit out of this bitch. Come here.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
All be worth
Like Adam Driver, like he hits every consonant so hard. That made me not say Dayton. He would say Dayton.
Yeah, he probably would.
Yeah, he'd be like Dayton.
Love him so
We were
much.
in Dayton.
I love him so much, man.
He's a good guy.
He's a great guy. I will never
He-
not like him.
Do you know about his improv program?
Who?
Adam Driver's.
He has one?
Yeah. So basically, he has like a theater improv class for veterans to help them cope with their emotions. He did a TED talk that's really good. I recommend everyone look it up. Basically, so he joined the military. He joined the Marines after 9/11 happened. He was like a lot of people, I was very angry, and so I joined. But unfortunately, due to some medical issues and circumstances, I was not able to continue. Feeling very pissed off and needing an outlet, I joined some theater troops and acting classes, and I enrolled at Juilliard, where I was able to develop a successful career. And then he was like, and we are, with this program, we are wanting to, oh shit. We are basically wanting to give soldiers who have PTSD issues a way to express their thoughts and feelings through acting. I love that that's the Force healing.
Take your hand. Ben's
But
hand.
it's basically just to help them cope and act, because sometimes acting is better for getting out your emotions, because you don't have to be honest, but you can be put honest feeling into it, just not always honest.
I know what I
words.
have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Dad,
What?
I know.
You know, it was actually implied that Han Solo had the Force, because that's why he was so good at flying.
We gotta go
That's why he was one of the best pilots, because the best pilots are Jedi and Force users.
Get that fucking thing off.
That, and he's the one that always says, like, because like it's always a Jedi or a Force user who says, "I have a bad feeling about this," because they are like, they have like very slight clairvoyance, and he says it a couple times.
Or shall I be sharing?
We're leaving.
You've got a roommate.
I can't get in the vehicle. Yes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. So him showing up as a Force ghost kind of like made a little bit of sense, but also could have just been him dealing with his grief.
I'm one with the Force is with me.
I am one with the Force one with me.
I can't wait to lose the rest of this weight that I'm trying to lose. I think
I've been saying that for about 5 years.
Dude. Well, I dropped like 80 pounds back in 2018.
Yeah.
That was hard.
80 pounds is not a small amount.
No,
40
I was like
pounds is a small
200
amount.
pounds and I looked like the actual shape of a basketball. My legs did not have any weight to them whatsoever, so that's why I'm heavy on the basketball look. And then I got like down to like 120 something and I genuinely looked sick. I
Yeah.
think I've mentioned that to y'all a couple times. So the healthiest and the happiest I've ever felt was around like that 145 range.
Most humans are meant to be somewhere between 150 and 220.
Yeah. But since I'm like 5'3" and a half now, this is new from this year. I grew
Sounds like
inch and a half.
You probably worked on your posture a little bit, stretched out your spine.
Actually, yeah, no, like when I was getting measured, this is the first time ever that anyone told me this.
RP.
They literally were like, "Hey, can you like put your shoulders back?" And I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Stand up straight." So I did, and then they measured me, and I was like, never in my 26 years of life has anyone ever told me that while I was getting measured. And they're like, "How tall do you think you are?" I'm like, 5'2", and they're like, "You're 5'3" and a half." And I'm like, "This is the greatest day of my life."
That's like I slouch a lot. Whenever I stand up straight, people are like, "Why are you puffing out your chest?" I'm like, "I'm not. I'm just not slouching for once."
Well,
Because like when I like sit up straight, I'm like this, and like I just feel I'm like way taller.
well, I grew about an inch and a half, so yeah, I don't know how much you probably grew. Probably like,
I haven't
Two.
grown in like 10 years.
well, when you put your shoulders back, you grow. Basically, like that's the like thing. Like you get
you
taller.
decompress your spine.
Yeah. But yeah, right now I'm at I've been skating around like the 165 to 170, but I did hit 170 sometime like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I don't like this like whatsoever. So I'm like, hey, I've already dropped like, I'm at 159 this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to lose like, I guess like what, 20 more, like not 20, fuck, like, no, about 20 more pounds. No? 15?
Leia knew it too.
Either way, you got this. I went through him.
Ray, some things are stronger than
Why do I look like an elf? Who am I?
You're like one of the little sweeper dudes.
Man,
Yeah, sure.
being second player sucks sometimes, because who's the secondary ass character that I am right now?
Nobody.
And I'm fucking zooming, dude. I'm so far behind. I'm zooming.
Go to Luke's hut.
10 hut. I can't wait to start getting pissed off at over like a Sunday again. I love football.
Oh.
Can't wait for a team's performance to affect my entire work week.
Not a me thing. I'm not into football.
I can't wait.
The other
saber.
Jedi path. But this is your fight. You'll take both sabers to Exegol.
I don't have the Wayfinder. I destroyed Ren's ship.
You have everything you need.
You destroyed Ren's ship, but did you
I
destroy
have everything
Ben's
I
ship?
need.
Pinship?
Can you give
Kylo
me
Ben.
A clue. You're about to
I was done with his name. His name is Ben.
for clues.
What's up, dude? What are you doing?
Me, vague. It's a good job you never met Master Yoda.
True.
All these millennials and all their problems. Good thing you didn't meet Yoda. Okay, out of all the generations, which one do you hate the most?
Probably the baby boomer generation, honestly.
The what?
The baby boomer generation.
That's fair. Because you are a millennial.
Yes.
Yeah.
Barely.
I'm Gen Z. How does that make you feel?
I don't care.
Fair enough. Y'all
Honestly.
never really cared for us too much, and that's what makes it kind of cool.
No. Like, I don't care for the Gen Z. I just don't care. Like, every generation has had problems. And what the fuck? But to be like, entire generation, it's their fault.
Who were made.
See,
And it's like,
I told you.
yes, that generation made some mistakes, but every generation does, because we're always learning.
The ship is destroyed.
That's fair. I don't really like millennials all too much.
Wow.
There is another.
He said there's another. He quoted his father.
I'm gonna beat you in the race. I'm beating everybody apparently in the fucking race. You understand how much I'm just zooming right now. Oh man, I jumped.
I'm supposed to follow Luke. I have no idea where he's going.
Who fucking knows? Okay. You didn't even ask me why. You really don't give a shit why I don't like millennials.
Why don't you like millennials?
Nah, never mind. I peeped it. It's all good. I'll keep my secrets.
What's your hate?
No, I'll keep my
Okay.
secrets.
I always figure, like, if you want to tell me, you'll tell me.
I respect that so heavily. I don't think you understand, because sometimes I just like to be saying shit and to not have to elaborate. So
It's not good for a show, though. I should be more, like, I should ask. But
no, this is how they need to see how you treat me.
No, because, like, not at all saying that you're, like, fishing or anything, but when people are like, you know, I'm so mad today, and then, like, you just sit there in silence, and they're, like, waiting for you to ask why, because they want you to talk about it.
Yeah,
I'll just sit there and be
conversation
quiet.
and like you know, human conversation.
Yeah, well, I'm not
connection.
but
and
but no, for me, it's a thing of like,
dick.
for me, it's like,
Palpatine is strong.
again, it's just a habit of like not letting people fish towards me, because like I'm so mad, I'm having such a bad day, I'm so pissed, I'll just keep going, and it's like if you want to tell me, you just be like, can I vent to you?
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
You're very open about that, but I understand why people are just like, now there's certain fishing, granted, because like I get, whenever I think of like people fishing, I always think of like, oh, man, I'm just so ugly. Like they want to be complimented.
I'm feeling fat today.
Man, but like,
Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing about the fat thing. I'm gonna get into this real quick. Okay?
oh, we're gonna get controversial, huh?
No, we're not gonna get controversial necessarily. Here's my personal belief, right?
We can hit him.
If you truly believe that you are fat, whether you are overweight or not, if you truly think that about yourself, okay, nothing I say is going to change that. Either you can start dieting, working out, and taking care of it that way.
Pause.
That's where Lando and Chewie
Not working out.
They'll take the Falcon to the core systems.
But go on.
You can diet or work out or both. I know it. People have their limitations. Working out is also good for you.
It's good for you, yes, but that is going to be building muscle. If that's someone that is just wanting to lose weight, it is all diet.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what, how much you work out if you do not diet, because it's all about calorie in,
you are
calorie
right.
out.
Yes, diet comes first.
It's essential.
Diet comes first. You can't just work out and not diet, but you can work out and diet.
Well, yeah, if you want to
and working out will also still help you lose weight.
Only if the diet's involved.
Yes. I'm not saying that you can work out without diet.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to lose weight, diet.
That's why I said work out and diet. Because the thing is the more muscle you have, you'll burn fat just naturally. But
yeah, but sometimes doing two things at once. If someone is like, I'm coming from a perspective, by the way, of where I was when I was 200 pounds. So this is my perspective. That's all I'm arguing.
And you walked a lot.
I walked, but that's to me not working out.
It's working out. Exercise. We'll just say exercise.
There you go. Okay.
Working out is exercise, whatever. But exercise and diet are essential because you know what happens if you're not exercising? You're also losing muscle. So if you have a sedentary lifestyle, say you eat 1,000 calories a day, but you have a sedentary lifestyle, all that's going to happen is you might be lucky to burn like 900 to 1,000 calories a day. You're not really going to lose shit.
You're not.
You know, walk 10,000 steps a day, and no.
That would, yeah. So
walk 10,000
calorie
steps a day,
in, calorie out for sure. So that's really what made me lose it. If it wasn't for me walking, because I did walk a lot, just because the fact that I didn't want to give up foods. Like, I was losing weight while eating Cheetos.
Yeah, you know, there was a guy who proved like he literally ate Oreos and drank Coke and exercised regularly, and he only ate 1,000 calories of those things a day, and he lost weight. Mm-hmm. It does come down to calorie deficit. Diets are really just there to help you manage your calories.
Yeah,
but it is all calorie.
Very much, and.
But I want to go back to my point.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just
but if somebody says to me, I'm fat, okay, again, nothing I say can probably change that. Even if they're underweight, you know, I might sit them down and be like, okay, we need to talk about how you have this, like, you have some eating disorder, you have a body dysmorphia issues, that's its own thing. Let's talk about that, and I would like to help walk you through that process. But if you truly believe you are overweight, again, I don't think there's too much I am qualified to say. And no matter if, no, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, blah, 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 you're still going to feel ugly or fat or overweight when you go home. And you know, if you're like, yeah, I'm overweight and I'm okay with that, that's great. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say anything to contradict your opinion of yourself. That is something you need to work on yourself.
Mm-hmm. And I think people who are worried about being overweight and whatnot, they're still using that dumbass like BMI calculator that they use like online.
Don't use the BMI calculator. Get an electric scale. They're not expensive.
It's so much better because the BMI calculator is not going to tell you how much like genuine body fat that you have. Like for instance, there's plenty of bodybuilders out there that probably on that BMI calculator would be technically morbidly obese or like whatever because they have all this muscle on them that weighs so much heavier than fat. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, don't use the BMI
are you 250 pounds and you should only be like 200 pounds? You're overweight and you're like 3% body fat. And,
literally.
Got some water on you.
That's half the fun is when you got the water on you. Water weight's crazy.
Water weight is crazy.
Oh, like, cool. I'm Kylo.
The best way to lose water weight is to drink water sometimes.
Oh, sorry. I'm Ben.
Yeah, you're Ben.
Bend over, bitch. Sorry.
But no, going back to the fishing thing, while we're doing this big dramatic finale. Okay. Like I said, again, if someone's just like, yeah, I'm so mad today, I'm so upset, I'm such a bad day, 90% of people, except for people that are dear to me, like, I'm usually just going to be like, I'm just going to sit there, and I might just be like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. Because I'm not going to assume you want to talk about it. Sometimes you just need to tell people you're pissed, right? That happens to me all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm just really frustrated today. But like, say I had a bad day at work. I'm like, work was rough. I don't want to tell you why work was rough because my job's fucking boring and I don't like talking about it. I want the conversation in there. Well, it's also just like, hey, I want you to know if I'm a little moody today, work was rough. That's the only reason I'm telling you. Because work was kind of rough today. But if I or you or anybody is like, I want to talk to you about why I'm pissed or why I'm having a bad day, then say it. Just be like, hey, can I talk to you? Do you have the spoons? Whatever. Can I tell you why I'm having a bad day? Or can I vent to you or whatever? Absolutely. Always. But I just don't offer like that. Like it has to be, I don't know. Now, granted, if I notice that you're a little off and you're not saying anything, I might be like, hey, you good? Like, anything going on? Do you want to talk about it? Whatever. But generally, I'll just be like, I'm sorry.
That's fair.
So why do you hate millennials?
Oh, we're going straight back into that? Oh, I don't even remember. It was more so going to be probably like a joke.
Oh.
Truthfully, I actually hate Gen X, I think, the most. They're just the traumatized generation, and they pushed all their trauma onto us kids, and then will deny it and basically they take shit too serious.
Right. Well, and that's always been my thing, too, about the generation hate thing, is like, okay, Gen X hates Gen Z more than anybody, right?
Yep.
I think Gen X shits on Gen Z more than anyone.
Yes.
And my thing is, like, who raised Gen Z?
Gen X.
Gen X.
Like, whenever my dad tries to bitch about it, I'm like, did you realize I'm Gen Z, right? He's like, I don't know what happened with you. I'm like, you raised me.
Yeah, early
lack
millennials and Gen X raised Gen Z. And the same thing with, like, the millennial hate. It's like, oh, fucking millennials. Who raised them? And that's my thing when it comes to, like, which generation do you hate? It's like, okay, well, if I hate Generation X, guess who's to blame? Generation W. And if I hate Generation W, who's to blame? The boomers. And it goes on and on like that. Like, every single one has had their flaw and has caused problems. Now, granted, with the baby boomer generation, it could be like, well, the war was the real problem, blah, blah, blah. Sure, there's probably some accountability there. But, I truly believe the meaning of, like, human life itself, outside of the meaning we give ourselves, is to make the next generation's life easier.
Yeah.
That's
and I don't understand the hate that happens with people when they're just like, oh yeah, like these kids don't know real shit like that. And it's like, isn't that the point?
Yeah.
I never want my kids to...
You didn't have to walk uphill in the snow both ways when you boo.
Well, even the ones that are like, for instance, what was it exactly like? My parents were like, oh yeah, there wasn't any like diagnosis for like all these mental health things, and there wasn't all this care out there. And I'm like, isn't that good?
One of the best things I ever saw was someone saying that, like, oh, you kids couldn't live without Wi-Fi, and we didn't have Wi-Fi growing up, blah blah. And there was a story online, and it was like an older woman said to me, "Don't let that bother you." They said the same thing to me about electricity.
Actually, yeah, my great grandpa said that to me once. He's like, every time that they say anything like that to you, just remember that they said the same thing to them about cars, electricity, TV, and I'm like, oh my god, how old are you?
Yeah.
That man was born in 1911, so I was
like our grandparents' generation fucking loved themselves some TV. Let's be real, okay?
Oh yeah, they did.
So it's like people from like who were like young men in the 30s love TV, but modern conveniences are they become normal for your lifestyle, and that's great. But I also believe that humans are very adaptable, and if things went to shit, some people would die, some people would struggle to adapt more than others. Those with traumas, those without, those who have dealt with traumas properly, all that. But at the same time, I think we'd be fine. Like, we would adapt, we would learn. Those who can hunt would teach those who can't. Those who can forge would teach those who can't, and they would get spread around, just as human knowledge always has and always does, which is why we
have absolutely no idea where this thing goes.
But we gotta jump up here. It's a jump thing.
Okay.
But
there should be a control panel somewhere that switches off that power.
But no, humans created civilization by communication, and all that most of technology has done is helped us communicate better. as
Ooh, a little bit closer.
I gotta move this away.
Move me, peasant.
Through word of mouth communication, we would learn, we would survive, we'd be fine.
Oh, is this supposed to be you, actually?
I think we just have to dress up like them to do it.
Oh shit! Give me your helmet.
I can't just give you my helmet.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Where is a helmet?
I need the full outfit, I think.
Yeah, there's a shirt right there, but like...
I need the pants. I had the pants. I don't know where they went.
I got knocked off during the fight.
Ooh, there's a thingy over here. I can't.
Well, this is unfortunate.
I need pants! Yeah, you're wearing the shirt and you just need the mask.
Yeah.
Can we get more guys out here or something?
Here, kill me. No questions asked, huh?
No.
Pull my fucking pants.
Pants!
You know what's crazy is there was pants right here, too.
I probably would have died from the fucking shock.
Maybe.
Okay. Right, down, right, right. Right, down, right.
Bada bing, bada boom. Kerplunk.
It's like I watched a video. It was like, what was the best iteration of SNL? Because you know, like every single fucking generation's like, my generation of SNL was the best one, and he's like, I watched every episode of SNL, and you know, I can take into account that this is a boss, BB9E.
This a friend of yours?
Oh, okay, never mind. It's a turret. It's a Metal Gear boss. Got it. Never underestimated Droid. Exactly.
We aren't getting near that hatch until that turret is destroyed.
We have to use a BB-8 to do this.
Destroy the exhaust vents and stop that droid.
Stop that droid.
No, I'm just coming up here.
We gotta destroy these things. Okay.
All fire on the fence.
Okay, this is not working out in my favor. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay, so we have to hit those vents.
What vents are you talking about?
If I could aim, that'd be cool.
Here, I'll keep it distracted. Oh.
Here we go.
Fire everything you got on those exhaust vents. We need to stop.
Okay, I got one destroyed. I guess we gotta just keep shooting them.
What are the...
More guys.
Those vents right here?
Oh boy.
Yeah, when they open up. That's two.
Okay, cool. I'm keeping the guys, I think, distracted as best as I possibly can. And the fucking gun. Sorry, BB. I did not mean to smack you on your ass.
Got another one done.
Good. Thanks, man.
Yeah. I don't remember what I was saying before this. We're talking about generational hate.
Yeah.
I don't remember now.
I got one. Woohoo! Woo.
We did it.
Get shit on.
Okay, that was lackluster.
Okay.
Yay.
Alright, where are we going now? What are we doing now? Open the hatch and destroy the navigation tower. Okay. Is it this hatch? Is this the hatch? Oh, you built something. Oh, this is the hatch. Oh, we gotta build like a power thing.
Nope, that's not it.
Yep.
All right,
BB-8.
BB-8, you're up.
God, BB-8 did a fucking job.
God. Here we freaking go.
Here we freaking go.
Let's freaking go. Oh, we're gonna. No, fuck it. We're gonna.
Put it on the lid.
The lid patch. No, it has to be around it. What the fuck? Why is it catching up? Oh, there we go.
Calm down there, Slick.
Do it.
Look at this.
Wow, I feel so sorry for saying this, but like Jesus, is this almost done?
I think so.
Thank goodness.
So long, sky trash.
Damn.
Ah, sorry! You made it!
Damn.
Our Tuma systems are failing! Does anyone copy?
Yeah. Pew, 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 pew.
Be with me. Be with me.
Something I hate about this movie
Are your final steps, Ray?
is, like, in this movie, they go from trying to kill each other
I don't like sand.
to being in love.
He missed it. He said, I don't like
Yeah.
sand.
The Force will be with you always.
A scavenger girl is no match for the power in me.
The power in me. Here we go.
Good luck.
You're gonna be like some kind of droid or something.
I'm gonna hate it here.
You are nothing.
You are nothing.
I am.
Oh,
How the fuck did I get all the way
you're
out?
just out there.
This thing was
I'm coming, guys. Don't worry.
unlimited Sith.
Unlimited Sith.
Forever. I am all the Sith.
Smell like something about to have a stroke.
Why? What am I doing here?
I said, and I. What are you waiting for?
Trying a big moment here. Need your ass to hurry up.
Trying. Don't know why they put me all the way out on BFE. Pick up.
Lightsaber.
Ray, catch.
Oh, I threw it at you.
I'm all the Jedi.
Cool, I'm no longer important.
Everyone. X-Force. He's just zapping through generations. He was blind.
Hello. I took a nap right here.
I'm so fucking tired.
We're back on. This is our last chance. We gotta hit those cannons now.
Oh look, it's your favorite thing, cannon.
Oh my god.
Hello. I'm Bubble.
Jesus Christ. I think Bobby Freak likes feet. I think he likes feet.
Each day we stray further away from God's grace.
Look at that. You look at that thing and tell me he don't like feet. He likes toes.
Probably. I hate the fact that I even said it.
He's like, oh, the giblets. I'm Bobby Freak. Damn. That's enough.
That's enough.
You gave her too much, homie. Give him some of yours. Damn. Despawn.
Taking ghosting to a whole new level.
Right. Kylo Ren has left the party.
Red 5 is in the air.
Me whenever I get my feelings hurt in the group chat.
People are rising up all over the galaxy.
It's me mocking you laughing. Because you were just like...
I like your laugh. Hell yeah.
I am C-3PO.
Hell yeah.
Cyborg relations. And you are?
Just a picture. I'm like, okay.
Memory restoration complete.
Holy shit!
I remember everything.
I remember everything.
Uh-oh, I don't like sand.
The younglings. Why would you not keep them shit with you?
What are you... What are we...
Watching in episode 10, she's gonna like go back and have to unearth those. The Jawas are like trying to take the shit. Oh fuck! Not again! More of them.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Ray.
I wouldn't just introduce myself randomly. You know what I mean?
Skywalker.
Like, not even the full government name. You've got me fucked up.
False. Oh shit! We're in the wrong place. We did it.
Oh, we did it.
Now we might still go back and do some free play on occasion if we're feeling it. We're gonna take a break from this for a while though. We got a lot of stuff to do.
I can tell you right now, we're probably not gonna feel it.
It's gonna be a while. You never know. But if people want us to, we will. They're like, do more Lego. But we got
more Disney hate.
more Disney hate. WB Games made this? That's weird. That's really weird. Because WB Games is Warner Brothers. And this is owned by Disney.
Well, you know, maybe they got along for 2 seconds.
Yeah. But next we're going to play Force Unleashed. And then Emma's going to play Call of Duty. The OG Call of Duty. The first game.
I wanted to do Black Ops.
She wanted to do Black Ops. And I was like, no, we're going to play them in order. And she was like, okay, I'm down. And so she's got to go play Call of Duty 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this.
That's going to be fun.
That'll be fun for me. Probably annoying for you because you're going to hear me just going like, yeah, bitch.
No, it'll be fun. It'll be funny. So yeah, no, this is your first series finished.
I know. Like, how exciting.
How exciting.
Well, I mean, kind of. I mean, we did Monopoly.
Monopoly does not fucking count.
It felt like it was so long.
That's a one-off. That's what we call a one-off. But
Risk felt like a long time, too.
Yeah, Force Unleashed isn't too long of a game, so we'll get through that, and then we'll play Call of Duty, and then we're going to play something else that I'm not going to tell nobody.
Ooh, how exciting.
You know what it is.
I already know, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You can't keep secrets for shit.
That wasn't a secret. I had to make sure you were okay with playing it.
Oh, well, I thought it was a secret.
No. So yeah, no, that's... How the fuck do you pronounce that name?
Coleslaw. Prismaslaw.
Prismaslaw Prisbliski.
Better than Battersby.
Buy a vowel, homie.
I'd like to buy a vowel. Actually, is there any more like that in here? No, I don't.
Probably. This is a pretty multicultural staff, I'd assume.
Zion, I like that.
What?
Oh, Ryan. It's spelled like that. I said Zion, sorry.
Right.
Can't read.
Rian? It looks like Rian.
Hakeston?
A friend of mine's mom's name is Ryan, and it's the first woman I've ever met with the name Ryan.
Yeah, they're random one-offs.
Yeah.
I know a girl named Chris.
Chris makes sense, because there's Christina, there's Kristen.
I know, but if I was a girl, if I was named Christina, I would not be wanting to go by Chris.
Would you go by Tina?
No, I'd go by Christina.
As you should. Yeah. I don't like shortening names.
Yeah, that sucks, Dame.
No, ew, disgusting.
I mean, people have shortened my name, and I didn't think it was possible. They were just like, "What's up, M?" And I'm like, "Okay, that don't sound bad, but like,
no."
I fucking hated the nickname Emmy growing up. Yeah. Hated it. Oh, hey, Emmy.
Emily's actually short for Emilio.
Thanks. You don't have to tell my government name out here. You know,
Emiliana.
Someone actually called me Emma like as a nickname, and I'm like, no, what?
Emma?
Yeah, that's a whole actual name.
Like EMI, but pronounced wrong.
Yeah, like hey Emma, and I'm like, that's like calling, I don't fucking.
Wait, I got the perfect way to shorten your name, Lee. L-Y.
The
Lee.
soured ass look, I'm sorry, on my face. Ugh, don't you dare.
I mean,
look at this guy. It's so fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. Lee, that's my dad's middle name.
That's funny. That's why he named you that.
That's probably why he liked it. So, well, apparently my name was supposed to be Paris, and I'm like, I cannot believe how big of a fucking bullet I dodged.
Wait. What if your mom's name was Emma, or middle name was Emma? Wouldn't that be crazy? And then your dad's middle name was Lee.
It'd been a lot better than them just being like, yeah, we just liked the name. And I'm like, okay, cool.
I think just liking a name is a perfectly reasonable way.
It is a perfectly reasonable, but the thing is that my name is so common that I graduated with 4 other girls with the same middle name as me also. Like, it was Emily, like, same middle name and everything.
That's like, my name is a cultural name in every country except for the United States for a white guy. Because, like, when I used to do collections work, every time I would call somebody of like a different culture or something, they'd be like, "Oh, that's a French name. That's a German name. That's a Filipino name. That's an Italian name." It's actually a Greek name.
Yeah.
But that's an Italian name. Basically, it's a Latin name. Do you know the origin of my name?
Isn't it like a tied in with like some like dark shit?
No, not really. But like it means like the hand of God or the son of Satan. No. So Damien actually comes from the Greek name Damianos, which is spelled with an A instead of an E in the Damien part. But it is a male way to name a child after Demeter.
Okay.
Or Demeter if you're British.
We don't like y'all.
I actually call her Demeter sometimes.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
What the fuck is a kilometer? Anyway, so it was Damianos, and then of course the Romans took over the Greeks, took a lot of their names and shit.
Yeah.
It was still kind of a common name, but then it got shortened over time with the Romans taking over to Damien. And then, of course, when the Roman Empire fell and was now Christian and everything, we started having Catholics and stuff. It became a very common Catholic name, a very common saint name, was Damien.
Yeah, that's where I remember it from. Was like it was like tied in something with like very like demonic and all of that. I'm just like,
it's 'cause of the
why?
movie.
Like
It's
that's so.
The thing is, it's because of the movie, because there's so much like Catholic and Christian imagery that they chose like a saint name like that. But it's not it. The name Damien's not even in the Bible.
I know.
But yeah, no, it was a Greek name, then a Roman name, and then an Italian name. And then Damien is an Italian name with the A spelling, and then the French spelling is with the E.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have seen it with the A spelling before. I like when people like have very common names but spelled differently. Like that's where it kind of gets really cool. Like, okay.
Yes and no, it depends.
Well, granted, I don't like the Kaylee, Brayley, whatever the fuck is
Leigh.
Yeah. I don't like those. I'm talking like, for instance, like if that is like earlier how I said it was Ryan and you said Rian. If it was Ryan, that's the kind of thing I think is cool.
That's fine. Like I can give that a pass. It's a very small difference.
Even as far as your sister's name, it's spelled differently. I've never met another girl with a name that's spelled like hers. It's always spelled without the extra Y.
Her name has 10 official spellings, and when she was born, there were 9 other girls with the same name born all different with all different spellings.
Yeah, see, I like hers because I never met anybody else that had that same spelling of the name, and I still haven't, I don't think.
Well, that's like yes and no to the whole like different spelling of names things, because there are some times where I'm like, what? That's the way you went to spell that? Like, okay, for example, Aaron Hansen, right? Of Game Grumps fame. His name is spelled Arin. That's fine. That's a unique spelling. It kind of combines the Aaron with the Erin. It's fine. But then, like, say there was a girl named Emily, okay? And then you learn her name is spelled Emmalee. Be like, your parents hate you.
No, not necessarily.
If her name was like Emma and her middle name was Lee, and people just called her Emily, like a Barbara Ann or Barbara Lee or something like that, Barbara Jean. Very common names with that. And people usually like...
Lois Ann.
Huh?
You never heard of that? Lois Ann?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that was my grandma's name.
But people with those kind of names, they usually say like the first and middle, like Barbara Jean. But
that's what people used to call my grandma. Like literally, they would say her first and middle name all at once, and I'm like, usually that means I'm about to get my ass beat. Like,
yeah. But like, so like, if her middle name was Lee and it was like everyone called her Emily, that's fine. But if her first name was literally spelled one word,
I think I'd be more mad if it was spelled like Emma Lee, and then like that being the first name, and then the middle name being Lee. Emily Lee.
Emily Lee. Everyone called her Lily. No. I just thought of the worst spelling of Emily. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I've never seen this before, but I just thought of it.
I'm trying to visualize it. That's why my eyes are shut. So go ahead, hit me with it.
Emoleigh. Emily. Her face, she looks like a side-eyed happiness character. Brother,
what's that, brother? No.
Can you?
No. Okay, you're right. Nope, I would not have liked that. That one.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Like, why?
Yeah, I mean, I dated a girl. Her name was spelled Emilie, which I'm like,
that's not bad.
That's fine. But no. Imagine just again going back to the simpler one. Emmalee, one word.
Okay.
You. Get less letters. Get less letters.
Well, yeah. I guess. I don't know.
One of my favorite ones that I ever saw was
I think once you turn 18, you should be allowed to change your name like once, like legally for free.
Get married.
That's last names.
I think you can change your first name too.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But I think that once you turn 18, it's like, okay, now that I've lived this free trial, let me actually build my own character. You know what I mean? Like, I think that should.
You can build your own character anytime. You just gotta respect. But
I know, but man, how cool would that be? I would end up probably changing my name because it's so common.
I think most people would change their name. I've never met anyone who's just like, I love my first name.
That's fair. But I definitely don't like shortening like names at all. So like if I meet someone and they're like, oh yeah, but I go by this, I will out of like, because if obviously they may have some like traumas or anything if they hear their actual name, whatever it may be. But like I hate it. I feel like your name does give you like a whole like, okay, this is you, man. This is who you are. Yeah. That's why I don't like shortening names. I don't like nicknames really. I mean, I do it just because, you know, it's also not my life. And I'm not going to like disrespect somebody.
However somebody introduces themselves to me is what I'll call them, whether, you know, for any reason. But like, I do like using people's full names. And it's funny because there are two women who they go by shortened versions of their names. And I'm the only one allowed to call them the full name because I've always called them that. Yeah. So like I have a coworker, her name is Danielle. And now I do call her Danny because she does prefer that. But if I say like, you know, if she calls me, I'm like, what's going on, Danielle? No reaction. Yeah. If anybody else calls her Danielle, that 5 foot nothing little Spitfire will turn around on them. And then, or if she's like stressed and freaking out, or I'm like, Danielle, what's wrong? You know, but, and then my cousin, her name is Tiffany. She goes by TJ. Okay. I'm the only person allowed to call her Tiffany.
See, yeah, no, I get that. I have a buddy like that. His name's Demetrius, but he likes to go by like 2 different nicknames and whatnot. But
Demetrius is a great name.
I love his name. I'm like, dude, that shit sounds so fucking gas.
Dimitri is a very good like French name, but Demetrius sounds like
he goes by either. He's like, yeah, you can either like call me D or Michi, and I'm like, Michi's cool.
Michi's cool.
Sometimes I'll call him Michi, but like
people try to call me D, and I promptly told them to shut the fuck up.
That's fair. I know too many dudes like as soon as like, you know, you see their names like start with a D, and they're just like, yeah, dude, just call me D, and I'm like, oh no, I'll be damned.
Nope.
I'll call you by your name, or we can, you know, you can choose one other nickname, but more than likely, I'm going to call you by your actual name.
Yeah, I've always said like if I had kids, I don't care like what their friends call them. I don't care what their mother calls them. I will always call them by their full name, even if people like shorten their names in any way at all. I will always call you by your full name because that is your name. And Remigius Wozniak. That's a dope name. I feel like it's a Polish name.
It probably is. Audrey Ann. Look at that.
Enzyme. Is that a company or is that a job? But no, I don't like calling people shortened versions of their names. That's why I appreciate that David, like, I've called him Dave before just as a joke, and he gets so reactive.
Yeah, dude.
It's like Dan Avedon.
Oh, dude, I still have him in my phone as DJJ.
Yeah.
Just because he's like, why would you do that? I'm like, it's funny to me.
Daniel Avedon, leader of Ninja Sex Party and such.
Gotcha. Still on for Saturday, huh?
Still on for Saturday concert. So, guess what his middle name is?
What?
Dan. It's Daniel. His first name is Lee. But ever since he was like 2 years old, people have called him Dan. And his name is spelled Leigh, as he puts it, like a girl. But I think it's a Jewish name because his family's Jewish. His mother is Ashkenazi and his father is from Israel. But anyway, so he mostly goes by Dan. His stage name is Danny Sexbang. And I think Aaron Hansen's called him Daniel like once or twice, and it's like weird. But he's like, yeah, I love going to a new doctor's office, and they try to be like all friendly and like, yeah, you know, like we're on a personal level, and they're like, hey Lee, and I'm like, you don't know anything about me.
Oh man. Well, this has been it's bittersweet
to finish this series.
Yeah.
Why is it bittersweet?
Hated it towards the end, but
because the last 3 movies suck.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. It's so cathartic for me because we argued so hard about the last 3 movies before.
We did, but that's because I really try and give people credit where they did try. At the end of the day, someone tried. I try to give them credit.
Listen, when I see a movie, if it's bad, rarely will I say it was the actor's fault. and I think that's where you got defensive, is
Very much the actors, yeah.
I love Adam Driver. I like Daisy Ridley. I haven't seen enough of her stuff to be like, I'm a big fan of hers. I've only seen her in Star Wars. I know she's done other things. I just haven't gotten around to seeing it. But I've seen Adam Driver in a lot of stuff. I love Adam Driver. I obviously love Carrie Fisher. I like Mark Hamill's. I like what Mark Hamill's done. He needs to get off Twitter. He's super political on Twitter. It's weird.
When people get super dupe and they make it their entire personality, that's when I'm like,
he's
okay, that's
obsessed
enough.
with hating Donald Trump, and I'm like, chill out, bro.
I mean, anybody that just hates somebody in politics in general to that degree, I get annoyed with. Like, granted, I consider myself like independent with that.
I'm libertarian.
Fair enough.
And here's the thing. There's no member of the Libertarian Party I support because they're all idiots.
Yeah. But that's the thing is, like, everybody that's running, you're a fucking idiot if you really want to run and be in charge of, like, everything. I think that in of itself is idiocracy. It should go to someone who doesn't actually want it. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but out of 350 million people, who's going to step up and say, I don't want it?
Facts. Right? But, yeah, anybody that just goes and hates someone so hard. Like, I'm on this one Facebook group. It's for, like, my specific, like, not county, but like my specific city and where I'm living at, and like there's so much Kamala hate on there, and I'm like, bro, don't make it your whole fucking personality. Like, first of all, this is supposed to be a page to figure out what's going on. Like, I seen today 3 posts about hatred of Kamala when we had apparently an attempted school shooting.
Right.
I'm sorry, you might have to censor that, but
I will.
Like, dude, what
do you know?
doing?
Do you know who fucked up the presidential election system really hard?
Who?
Thomas Jefferson.
I could see that.
So okay, George Washington was president, right? Mm-hmm. Second place was John Adams, so he became VP. Mm-hmm. Then he was president because obviously everyone liked him second best, and then so he got next when George Washington stepped down, and then his VP was Thomas Jefferson, who was second place. Originally, second place was VP. There wasn't really a party system in place. It was just these are the top 2 winners. Then Thomas Jefferson got president, and he said, no, I don't want Aaron Burr. I want James Madison. And he picked James Madison. James Madison was 4th president of the United States. And he broke that tradition when it should have been like a thing that was in place, because it's like, these are our top 2 choices. So, could you imagine if we'd had Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton as president and VP? Now, granted, I feel like there probably would have been more assassination attempts. For sure. I like through not even from Hillary, just throughout the years of opposing parties, I definitely feel like they would have been trying to take each other out. But I think the party system's also fucked, because instead of voting on individuals, we're voting on parties, and that system is terrible.
It's a horrible way to go about it. Like,
because then they're just trying to appease their parties.
Yes.
But Maine,
I think even Donald Trump actually said something about that, because someone had brought up to him, they're like, so it was rumored that you were going to have Robert Kennedy, I think is his name, mm-hmm. run for like VP or like be your VP, and he was like, no, I do like his stuff, but you have to know this system right now, and he's going as independent. I can't help him.
Right.
But he likes him.
Also, what's funny is Donald Trump said like 30 years ago he would run as Republican because they're stupid. But the party is stupid, not the people that vote Republican. But I mean,
I think they're both stupid. The
entire system's fucked. But
because I can argue stuff on both sides. Like, both sides have great points. Mm-hmm. So it's like,
I can't explain the entire process, but Maine has something called ranked choice voting. So basically, instead of it being like you vote for A or B, right? Mm-hmm. What you do instead is you put your top 4 choices. Okay, so maybe number 1 is the top Democrat nominee, number 2 is the second Democrat nominee, number 3 is maybe a moderate Republican, and number 4, whatever. Okay, and they tally it up based on like a point system. Mm-hmm. And so that way, say your number 2 pick, your number 1 pick didn't win, but your number 2 pick does, you're still not that unhappy, because it's like, well, yeah, you know what, I'm okay with them. They were my number 2 pick. What's happened with that is now, instead of they're having more like independents and secondary, third parties get in that aren't just Democrat or Republican, because people are like, well, actually, my first choice is this Green Party member, but I would say my second and third choice is this. So, because there's always the rhetoric of like, it feels like the waste of a vote mm-hmm. if you vote third party, right? And so people are like, vote the one or the other.
Because I didn't meet anybody that thought Jo Jorgensen was a bad vote. That was just because of her
I wanted her
party,
but
she didn't have one.
She was libertarian,
right? But she didn't have like an affiliated like Republican or Democrat, which is why the people that I talked to, that was the only reason why they wouldn't vote for her. She was still
had a party. She was still, because there's still Libertarian Party and Green Party, but they're just not like the primaries.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they're not a part of either Republican or Democrat party, people are apparently not going to just vote for them because those are the two top ones.
Right, and it's like, they vote for their second or third choice being the main Republican or Democrat because, again, they don't want to waste their vote. It's like, well, if I vote for a third party person, that might help person across the aisle I don't want. You know?
Yeah, it feels like everyone's your enemy when you go vote.
Well, because like people are saying that like a vote for Robert Kennedy is a vote for Kamala, for example, right? Because he's the other Republican candidate. And that's actually what happened with the first Roosevelt, with Teddy Roosevelt, is when he ran for his third term, he hadn't been president, so he ran against, basically, he was running against Taft and a member of his own party. So the votes were split between him and the guy from his own party, and so Taft won. And people are afraid of that happening with Trump and Kennedy. And the same thing with the people had the same fear with.
Would have been cool if he chose Robert Kennedy for his VP, but I mean,
the guy's a little crazy.
Not too. I mean, like, you need someone that's going to be so like, you know, not going to be.
The man got worms from bear roadkill, dude.
Huh?
He got worms from bear roadkill. He got brain worms from that.
Okay.
He's a little loopy, but
we love him still.
But so going back to the ranked choice voting thing,
I feel like all this would have been solved if we all just voted for Kanye West back in 2020.
We wouldn't have a country anymore. You're right.
What do you mean?
It would have been solved. Emily, anti-Semitism. Let's be real.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about all that happened.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
I keep forgetting about all the dumb shit that he was sitting there saying. I'm like,
2008 Kanye was a great president. 2016 Kanye, not so much.
Oh, God, I forgot about all of that. But then he, like, you know, he found Jesus and he got so much better. And then all of a sudden, like, I don't know what happened to him.
And then he was like, they killed Jesus.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, man, you fell too deep in the wormhole. And now he's not even claiming Christian no more. And I'm like, you fell too deep in the wormhole.
You know who has a wormhole? Robert Kennedy.
Man.
Anyway.
Full circle.
But no, going back to the ranked choice voting thing, so my entire point was it encourages third parties because it's like, okay, I'll vote for my third party candidates first, but my third choice is the leading primaries, right? Yeah. And so that way they don't feel like it's a waste of a vote. What's happened, because this is what I meant to say earlier, is now in like Maine and other states that are doing this, their political ads aren't nearly as mean, because it's like, if I bash, say you and I are running, and I just bash you, it's going to make your supporters hate me. But if I talk positively about you and say, like, my opponent, while also a great choice, this is what I want to accomplish. I talk about myself and what I want to accomplish more than bashing you. And now your side doesn't hate me.
We used to have that.
Yeah.
In general. It really changed as soon as Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton started running.
Well, no. It was, I mean...
I watched another one. I watched a previous, like, thing. It had Obama and... Who the fuck was it? But the way those two were talking about each other...
Dude, Bush and Kerry was brutal.
Okay, that's fair, but... I think Obama brought that back then, because when I seen him debating... I think it was Mitt Romney... Again,
I believe social media.
They were so like calm and collected with each other.
There are so many fucking credits to this.
And they were so nice to each other. And I was watching it again. I was just like, oh my God, I missed that. Because like we just had that debate with Joe Biden and Trump. And they're talking about who would beat each other in golf.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking embarrassing. It's
definitely more brutal. But no. So again, going back to like the politeness.
Over here.
So,
oh God.
So the idea is,
you don't even know what
like,
he said. Why are we talking shit?
So going back to the ranked choice voting thing. So yeah, if I talk positively about you, be like, my opponent is a very intelligent woman, a very capable woman. She is somebody who could lead this if I was not able to. And you say the same thing. My opponent is a very intelligent man, a very capable man. I think he would be a great choice if you didn't vote for me. Things like that. What happens is some of my people put me as number one, you as number two, and some of your people put you as number one and me as number two. And now we are benefiting off of each other's voters instead of just trying to make them try to kill each other.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And the entire country needs to go to this system.
Yeah, you would be It would be a lot easier with that. Like, you know that someone's not so malicious and whatnot.
Well, it's like, how many pictures are there of, like, Democrats, known Democrats, Clintons, I'm trying to remember the known Democrats, like, just, but, like, Clinton's being the big one. Obama's, yeah. Smiling, shaking hands with Donald Trump.
Not very many.
There's plenty. No, there's a lot.
Is there?
They were friends before he became a politician.
Oh, yeah.
And vice versa, you know.
I was talking about nowadays.
No, not nowadays. But before he became a politician, they were friends. As soon as he was like, I'm a Republican, they were like, you know, he's the enemy. So it's a thing of just like, you know, let me say something positive. Or if I say I hate you, I just won't say anything negative about you. Mm-hmm. I'll just talk about my beliefs and my policies. Mm-hmm. And because I don't want you to go after me, and I don't want my people to go after you. Because again, your people might put me as their number 2 or 3 choice. And so it's like, but the reason we won't do that is because, again, it can take voters away. It can make your side.
And I
give the other guy
truly do
points.
believe that they are trying to separate us. And that, like, people, I hate to bring it up like this, but like my dad was talking to me about it. He's like, I think they're trying to get us to hate each other, like, you know, with the race. And I'm like, Dad, no, they tried that before and it didn't fully work. You know what they're trying to do now, and it's actually working? And he's like, what, I'm like the 2-party system? And he's like,
well, here's
like shocked. Like, it just hit him like 100%. He was like, oh, yeah, because Republicans hate Democrats. Democrats hate Republicans to the point where they will literally, I've seen it happen, fight each other, try and kill each other.
Oh, yeah.
It's disgusting. I'm like, dude, I missed back in 2008 when it didn't fucking matter who you voted for. As long as you tried your best to make sure this country was going to go into a decent direction, I don't give a fuck who you voted for.
The thing is every few years we have a new culture war. And sometimes it's an addition to a current one that's still going. Sometimes the one ends and another one starts. But it's all culture wars. Right now we have, for the last 10 years on social media, it's been a lot of men versus women.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah, they did phenomenal with that one, too, because now, like, it's such a, like, it's, like, cool to hate men. It's cool to hate women. Men and women need each other.
For sure.
Oh, God.
We all need each other. Well, it's like, and this is one thing that always bothered me, is I would hear somebody talk about, you know, there's all this female hate online, or it's so much easier to be a man or whatever, and I'd be like, you know, well, I think, like you, to your point, there are just a lot of men and women hating each other online, and I was like, you know, it's just as hard to be a man online as a woman, because I mean, hell, there was literally a hashtag on Twitter, #KillAllMen 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and then the response I would usually get was, and I'm gonna have to censor this word, or I'll do it now. Our Women Day. Remember that TikTok trend?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, there was that. That's also bad.
Yeah.
That's also bad. Like, I'm not saying that that's not bad. I'm saying that it's terrible that people hate each other so much.
Normalize whenever you're talking about things that are really, like, messed up and whatnot, to also bring in additional points. To not say, like, hey, this is, I'm not agreeing with you, or anything like that. It's not that. It's that I am agreeing with you, and here's some additional points to that. Like, I see it. Here's what I see. Yeah. For instance, what you were trying to say.
Yeah, well, because my thing is, like, I'm always like, I hate social media, and, you know, I might be, like...
Social media
it's the classic Twitter argument of, like, I like dogs. Your silence about horses is very telling. You know? It's...
Yes.
And it's, like...
It's really weird.
I like pancakes. What about waffles?
Yeah, what do you have against...
What's your problem with waffles?
What do you have against waffles, dude?
I only like Eggo waffles, personally, honestly.
I know a waffle maker. That shit was gas.
I'm just not a big waffle person. But
that's fair. It takes an acquired taste to like the little, like, you know, pound of butter in the little thing.
I don't. No, I like that. It's the density of the waffles. But
I think that social media, music, and all that has taught men, not all men, but has taught men, at least from my experience, to hate how women naturally are. And what I mean by this is, for instance, we're very emotional beings. We act more so on our gut feelings. We don't act on logic. We don't, like, none of that stuff. And they've, like, social media is like trying to condition men to hate that, because as many times as I've had that conversation with people, like, oh, you're being just emotional. Oh, you're not seeing me logically here. That's
I'm listening.
Not my
I'm looking
job.
up a picture to show you.
Yeah, no, you're fine. It's just like, it's not my job. Just like, for instance, with women, we're being conditioned that if a man doesn't see us in an emotional light instead of a logical light, like, I'm going to come to this dude with, like, my problems or anything like that, and I just want him to coddle me and just treat me like a baby. And if he doesn't do that, then he's just not shit. That means he doesn't care, or yada yada. That's not the case. I've noticed men's biggest love languages is, and it goes for almost all men, acts of service. Mm-hmm. They want to solve your problems for you. They want to make your life easier. That's where they're going. That's how they're showing their love to you. Like, you know, oh, I need help with this. I would love to give you help. Facts. But yeah, that's how I've seen it.
Well, and okay, vice versa. Here's the other thing too. Is, and this is a stereotype, but it's honestly very true. First of all, if a man sits down, don't ask him to get back up. Okay? That is a very common thing. Like, I've seen, like, there's a lot of TikTok memes of it, of, like, somebody waiting, like a woman waiting for her husband to sit down to be like, oh, hey, really quick, can you get me this thing? And he just wants to sit down. Mm-hmm. Don't do that to anybody. I won't even make that a sexism thing. Don't do that to anybody. Like for example, when you got done using the bathroom in our break between episodes, I was like, hey, before you sit down, like, I made that point clear, don't sit down yet. Hit the button, whatever. But going back to what you're saying about acts of service, sometimes the best thing you can do for a man is to just be like, you don't have to deal with this thing. Because the thing is men are terrible at communicating, and sometimes there's like one or two things where they're just ready to get mad, and you know, if they come home and have to deal with stuff, it can be a lot to deal with for them, and vice versa. Like, my ex, for example, like, this just goes for people. My ex, for example, she had to drive an hour to work and an hour back, okay? She would leave about half hour after I started work. I worked from home. And she would usually get home an hour or two after I was off work. So what I would do is, if there was no overtime available, I would just clean until she got home, so we could be done at the same time. Or I would do overtime. So again, that way we were done at the same time. But that way there was less for her to do because she had a longer work day because of her driving. And so those little acts of service just made her life a little easier, and to me it was just fair. But yeah, that's
what I'm saying. Acts of service, that's a very big thing, I think, for men in general. Just from what I've seen, people, I'll go for everybody then. Everybody wants to, like, if you truly love someone, you want to make their life easier. And how I kind of go about that is, I'm also like a problem solver, but that's where I kind of come at an impasse, because I know a lot of men who also want to problem solve. That's where they get their, like, little thing of dopamine or whatever you want to call it and whatnot, and that's where they get that from. So it's like, okay, I don't know how I can help you then, which is why sometimes with men being kind of crappy with communication, not just men, but majority, no one's perfect. It's like, hey, I need you to communicate. How in the world can I make your life easier?
Well, and honestly, this is another thing that I think that there's a big misunderstanding between men and women, is men sometimes need to tell you what they think is a good idea of how to fix something. They don't necessarily need you to follow through. Now, granted, I have definitely met some men who are like, well, I told you to do this or that. Gentlemen, you gotta understand, if she lets you get out your thought, like I always say, don't say anything if you're not willing to get something, like an answer you don't want to hear. Don't ask a question if you're not willing to hear both answers. And don't say something to somebody if you're not willing for them to disagree. And because people will, and some people get really mad and reactive to it. But let a man get out his thoughts because he's trying to communicate to you, and you can choose to do with them what you will. You know, you don't have to, like, personally, I would do this, I would do this, I would do this, I would do this. And sometimes you might be like, well, I'm just venting right now, I don't really need advice. Okay. But you let him get out of his thought. So now he has achieved what he wants to, what his brain tells him to, because men are problem solvers. And you have conveyed what you need. Now, if he chooses to continue, because I'm guilty of this, I've done this too. If he continues to tell you what you need to do, now he's at fault. that's a different issue. But I will say, when it comes to your problem solving part of your brain, you are a bit masculine. It's very funny. Emily does this thing because she is so loving and so helpful, and she just wants to see people succeed. If you do not do it the way that she believes is the way to do it, she gets pissed.
I feel so seen.
Like, you'll be like, well, I told you, just do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. I don't really want to do it this way. Well, then I don't know what you're going to do, because that's what you need to do. And it's like, okay, but Emily, I'm trying to figure out my way. And you're just like, well,
I'm happy whenever it works out, though, because it usually does work out for you. Well, and I'm just like, okay, sweet.
And then it's like, you'll be mad about it, and you'll be like, all right, I just need a break for a minute because you're just not listening to me. It's like, no, I heard you. I understand why you're there.
Then I need you to tell me I just don't respect what you're saying.
Like, I respect you. But
I respect you, just not your opinion.
Yeah.
Like something. Then make it a joke of whatever sort, and then I'll kind of catch on to it. But yeah, I do that.
Yeah, you do. And I do it too.
I've been working on not getting so mad about it, though, because I'm trying not to take it personally. Like, yeah, this is the way that I would do it. And it's like, well, I don't really want to do it that way. Well, that's okay. Like, me and Annie just had a really long conversation yesterday, and I suggested some things, and she said, like, well, I don't think that's going to be, like, my way. And I'm like, okay.
Well, and I was going to say, that's another thing is... Annie, when she's in distress, her and I work very similarly, and I've been trying to take that into account because I'm terrible at giving myself advice sometimes. But I am somebody who tends to not vent until I've either solved the problem or I've accepted it can't be solved. Okay, but if I'm still working it out, I tend to keep it to myself, and because I hate getting advice from people, I'm terrible about it. And when she vents, rarely wants advice. She, like, if it's not her idea, she tends to be like, no. I'm figuring it out. I'm just going to solve it. I'm just going to deal with it.
You don't have that in common.
Yeah. Suffering in silence. Fuck off. and so I've had to get better with that. That's like Ethan's the same way as me, whereas he will not vent until he's solved his problems. He'll vent and he doesn't want advice. He just wants to vent.
Yeah, I'm like that. If I'm venting, it means I'm like, mostly my venting comes with me trying to talk it through. That way I can solve the problem. I'm not really trying to get anyone else to like solve my problem for me. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. We're still talking because this thing is still going.
Well, whenever I finish a game, I like the credits to play. Give credit to everybody that worked on it.
Yeah.
But God damn.
I feel like it's almost done.
I feel like it has to be almost done. Well, it went through Spanish voice actor. I was like, God. Okay. Credit to the voice actors. I'm not playing the Spanish version. I don't need let the Spanish.
Next is just gonna be French.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Dang, that was a really good conversation.
It was. I think I might title this episode.
I am kind of masculine. What are you gonna title it?
I am the Pancakes versus Waffles podcast.
Oh, there you go.
Well, because like we talked about politicians versus politicians, and then we've talked about men versus women.
Apples versus oranges.
Apples versus oranges, yeah. Like, it is just...
Talked about dieting versus working out and whatnot. We did.
It's just Pancakes versus Waffles.
Honestly, I'm really proud of me for not getting annoyed at you.
Well, yeah, because that's the compromise thing is... That is one other thing that you do. I'm going to call you out on
Go
broadcast,
ahead.
Okay? Is if I don't 100% agree with you, you'll be like, the fuck?
This man's my enemy.
Right. And I'm like, no. Diet is important. Diet is the most important.
You don't agree with me? You're a fucking enemy. Apparently.
They always say there's 4 pillars to losing weight and being healthy, right? Exercise, which I said working out. I get that was my mistake. Whatever.
When I think of working out, here's why. Maybe it'll help you realize that I thought you were talking like weightlifting, like how we were doing, for instance.
Yeah.
Not exercise like cardio.
You know what I love? The fact that you say that working out and exercise are different, but mags and clips are the same. Anyway, so...
It's my clip, bro. Clip.
Yeah, I was gonna say your what?
It's my shit. It's my clip.
Check out this mag and open your legs. But
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I need you to say that next time that you're with a sexual partner, just like, woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
No, yeah, I actually reposted a TikTok of a dude like pretending he was about to go down on a girl, and he's like, woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here. And you just hear him in a girl voice going, stop using the game voice or we're not having sex. He's like, you just let people know what happened here today. Like,
Some of us never got to tell our stories.
I'm over here like, nah, man. Game voice stays on during sex. Shit, funny as fuck. I shot out my dad's dick ready. Like, what the fuck is this guy?
He was all about my mom with them buttery nuts. And I was like, oh, it's a doc.
Dude, he was made for that role.
Spoilers to Deadpool.
If they haven't
he
seen
literally
him,
was. He's from the South.
Yeah,
he's from Louisiana,
man.
Mississippi.
And people were talking about how good his accent actually was, even though I couldn't understand that fucking half.
That's why it was good. You couldn't understand it.
Yep.
Do you know what sounds very similar to me in my ears?
What?
Cajun and Irish.
That's fair.
I wonder if there's a reason for that, or not Irish, Gaelic.
Okay,
to be specific.
I don't know what Gaelic is.
It's like Irish, the native Irish language, and brother, the fuck, Jacksepticeye has some good videos of him watching people speak Gaelic, and I'm like, this is gibberish, and he's like, oh, he said this and this and this and this because Jacksepticeye's Irish, and I'm like, what? And then he was like, someone was like, do a Gaelic accent, and then he said some gibberish, and then sort of in the chat, because he didn't tell anybody what he said, it was like, he said this, and I like read it as he was saying it, and I could kind of catch like 2 or 3 words. And I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Dude, wait, what was I about to say? Oh, if you talk in Japanese, but in a California girl voice, apparently it sounds like what the Sims are saying.
Simlish? Have you ever heard the Simlish songs?
No, but I'm telling you right now, like if you look at that, look it up.
I believe you.
He said I'm not looking that shit up.
They just send me some videos, but they paid actual musicians to come back and do their songs in Simlish. Mm-hmm. So like I think California Girls by Katy Perry is in Simlish in The Sims. And it's like it's I can't even imitate it because The Sims
still speaking, since this thing's still going, still talking about languages. Did you know that in like the top 5, apparently, like that there was a survey about the most like sexiest accents there are, or anything like that, Scottish was up there?
I just don't feel like it's true.
I don't like that at all. I'm like, who'd you survey? Scottish people? Like,
yeah, I don't even feel like Scottish people think Scottish is sexy.
Yeah, no, because like, you know, I can't even make a Scottish accent.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Okay, that was Shrek.
Do the Michael. He does a Scottish accent pretty well. No.
What are you doing?
Have you? This might be offensive, but have you seen the one where? What is she? They go up to a girl. She's like British, but she might be like Middle Eastern descent. Okay. But it seems like she's trying to come off as exotic, and this man's like, "What's the hottest accent?" She says, "Pakistani." And then it cuts to this guy like in his car. He's like, "Oh, you're making me horny. Oh, you're liking my accent." Like he's like an actual Pakistani dude, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like he does the most like. He has to have exaggerated because it was. I
fucking love accents any time of the day, dude.
I love accent humor. Period. I mean, as long as it's not offensive.
Well, yeah, you don't want to.
Like, you don't want to be like, "Oh, hurrah!" You know.
Well, only person that can do that is the dude that's working. What is his name? Bobby Lee. That
isn't
one.
He kind of a bitch though?
Bobby Lee?
Yeah.
No, not really. He's getting better. He used to be kind of like very. I would say sensitive.
Every clip you can be a sensitive comedian. Every clip I see of him. He's just like whining.
Well, I think that's just his voice.
No, not like a whiny tone. He's just like, he always just seems like he's annoyed.
Well, the dude, I think that's just his humor. The dude that he does his little like streaming or podcasting.
That guy's an asshole.
That guy's so funny because he'll look at him like, oh, what was it? Sunfire. That shit had me cracking up. He's like, that was actually a car. Toyota Sunfire. like, dude, he'll mock his own mom and shit.
Well, that's like Jamie Foxx had a show. It was a cartoon show. I can't remember what it was called. But he basically had, I don't even know if it came out, but he purposely miscast every race in the show.
Oh, God.
So, like, Robert Downey Jr., I think, was like a Mexican dude.
Nice.
And then, like, Jamie Foxx was a white guy.
Yes.
And they just so on and so forth. And they purposely did that because he was like, as long as it's done well, as long as it sounds like the real thing, it doesn't matter. Which I understand both sides of that argument when it's like, we need to have more diversity, hiring, if you have black roles, hire some black people.
Yes.
Because nothing sounds worse than a white guy trying to sound urban.
Man, get my brother.
When I say urban, I do not mean hood. I do not mean ghetto. I mean urban. Let's be real, okay?
You sound like my brother at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. But it's a weird thing with voice acting, because at the same time, like with anime, okay, that'd be like you can only hire Japanese Americans to play a Japanese character for the dub of an anime. That's fucking dumb, and everyone knows that.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, the East doesn't give a fuck. They don't care about our racial politics. They're just like, no, can he kind of imitate the original guy? Cool, hire him.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
That's the cool part. A lot of our cartoons growing up and whatnot, it was a lot like for the boys that they would be. So, for instance, what am I thinking of? Timmy Turner, I think, was voiced by a woman.
Tara Strong.
Yeah. So it's like, who cares as long as they can make the voice? I farted and it stinks. I'm so sorry.
Tara Strong, her career is insane.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of like she's like a Mark Hamill, Grey Delisle, Tom Kenny. I love voice actors. Kevin Michael Richardson.
Voice acting, I think, is where it can go like fully just like off the rails. Who gives a fuck as long as you can make the voice and make it get to this, like, make that character. I don't care.
Yeah, like, do I want a white boy playing Static Shock? No.
Probably not. I guess not. But, like, for instance, you can't have, like, no fucking white dude playing, like, Black Panther. Can't do it. Don't do that.
Ryan Gosling could do it.
Channing Tatum, probably.
No, it'd be Ryan Gosling. Look up Ryan Gosling, Black Panther right now. It exists. So many people have made it in AI.
I'll be so mad, though, because, like...
No, it's always the worst example whenever people are like, well, if you're gonna race bend Superman, oh, well, what about Black Panther? And it's like, that's different. Like, you can't, like, he's from Africa.
No, go to jail.
Yeah. You could make Hal Jordan black and Jon Stewart white, but that'd be stupid. They're both Green Lanterns. But, you could not.
As long as you're not trying to do fucking Ryan Reynolds again.
No, he was a good Green Lantern. It was bad directing. This goes back to the actors and everything.
Is that the same thing like Jim Carrey with the Riddler?
Yeah, again, it was... Yeah. No. They wrote Riddler for Jim Carrey. They should not have written it for Jim Carrey. They should have written Riddler to be the Riddler and asked and seen if Jim Carrey could play that.
That's fair.
Because Jim Carrey has
pretty sure we are in French.
Okay, we're skipping this. I'm sorry.
All right.
Because that was way too long.
Yeah, it's been a good...
They expected you to skip it. It was like we were... I just wanted to get through the credits because like I like to, pay homage to everybody, and it's like we're going to do it in a different language. So I'm sorry for everyone.
Pushing like 8:40 now.
I know. If you sat through this to listen to us talk, you're awesome. We love you. If you didn't, I understand.
If you did, tell us to start doing podcasty type thing instead.
We've kind of had a lot of episodes on this that were kind of podcasty.
That's what I really love. I like hearing people talk about things as I'm watching them play games.
Yeah, because it's like, and that's the thing is, like, I didn't really want this to be a comedy channel necessarily. I was fine, I like a little bit of comedy and us laughing and goofing off and stuff. But at the same time, it's like, I want us to talk about things going on
because
and doing
that's
commentary.
What we do. I want us to be so authentic because we talk about things that are funny, we talk about things that are sad, we talk about things that are controversial.
Yeah, it's a commentary channel, and it can be commentary on world, it can be commentary on the game, it can be commentary on the movie that the game is inspired by.
Yeah,
it can just be a little bit of everything. You know how many episodes I have that have something with Marvel in them because we just kept talking about Marvel comics?
Fair.
So, but anyway, if you got this far, thank you so much.
We love you.
Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all the awesome stuff. Comment down below your favorite Star Wars character.
And also comment down below, fuck Disney.
Yeah, fuck Disney. But anyway, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.